Hello everybody, welcome back to Front Mission 2, and now what we're going to do is actually go to the hideout, and we're going to rework everybody's gear, and sort of get them towards a bit of end game. Didn't mean to talk to Sarabash there, but whatever. So now what we're going to do is essentially reconfigure everybody's gear, so that it's updated with what I've earned in the arena, and also so that, everybody can be as powerful as possible at this point in the game. We're going to put a bassoon rifle. I don't know if you saw earlier videos, farmed bassoon rifles in the past, and unfortunately he's too, he's a bit too lightweight power-wise here. Like, he doesn't have enough power to equip two of them yet, so one bassoon will have to do for Ash. And as far as Joyce goes, I don't really think there's anything more we can do for Joyce at this point, except for maybe putting a better shotgun on him or something. But I kind of want to make sure all my main pilots are taken care of first, so just watch and follow along and you'll see what I'm doing. Gonna put the two T95 MGs on Amiya here. That's gonna take her mobility down. But hey, it's really powerful, right? Can't do anything for Griff. Let's see, we're going to go down to Sayuri. She's also a short-range specialist, so she's going to get two T95 machine guns, MGs right there. Where's the other one? Did I go past it? Yeah, I went past it. So she's going to have two, okay? And you'll notice here, Sayuri's got two, and Amiya has two because they're the two short-range machine gun folks. You can also double up on shotguns for them if you want. And here's the thing. Let's see. Pike. I think Pike is going to need a machine gun and Joyce is going to need a machine gun. Maybe. I'm weighing my options right now. Let's see. He's got the bassoon. Yeah, we're going to put a shotgun on Roswell since he's already got one. So Roswell's going to get a Covet shotgun, which I just recently farmed. In the actual arena. I don't know if you were following along or not. Lisa looks like she's going to need a T95 MG. So we're just going to replace that right now. Make things easier on ourselves and on her. Let's see, Pike's using two machine guns, but I think with the way things are right now, let me see, how many shotguns do I have left? How many machine guns? I got one left. And let me just go over to Roswell and check real quick here. Yeah, so I think we're going to have Roswell have a shotgun, and then we're going to have Pike have a shotgun. So Pike is going to get a Covet, and his right hand is going to be removed so he can actually still move around. And let's just double check everybody. Like, I can't fit another press stake on anyone because of the weight requirements, and we just don't have enough power in our Wanzer torsos right now to actually do that, so that's not going to happen. So for Joyce, what I'm going to do is take the rifle out in the right hand, and I'm going to give Joyce the last actual T95 machine gun that I farmed. And we're going to take a quick look here. Let's see. Ash will later have two bassoons once we got the power for it. Joyce will later have a bazooka along with the machine gun. And let me see. Yeah, Rocky's set to go. You're set to go. Eventually, Roswell's going to have a bazooka along with the shotgun. And then eventually, Lisa's going to have a bazooka along with the machine gun. As you can see, Sayuri's basically set up for endgame. Give or take anti-air missiles and updating shields and backpack. Like, she's basically set now. And you can say the same thing for Amiya, essentially, aside from, like, better wins or parts and shields. Like, she's basically ready to go, and I can't add on the updated press stake, and I'm going to show you right now just like you can visually see it. Those press stakes that I farmed ages ago in an earlier video. Wait a minute, I stand corrected. Malin can actually do it. It takes his movement down to 7 and his mobility down to 8, but Malin can do it. So we're going to do it for Malin. Let me check these other guys here. Maybe Cordy can do it too. Maybe Cordy can. Let's see if she can do a press stake. Let's see if she can. She can actually do it too. Okay, I stand corrected. We can actually update them to a certain degree, but my concern is whether Rocky can actually do it. I don't know if Rocky can, because he's already at 7 and 8. Maybe if I took off that shoulder missile for anti-air and put on a shield, yeah, I could probably do it. But the thing about Rocky is you always want him to have anti-air. So I think that'll basically do it for the upgrades and adjustments here now, just as like a preliminary part of the video. And don't worry, everybody's CPU is still the way I said it. It's still, updated to the maximum best we can get at this point in the game, as you should have seen in another video. So once you've made those adjustments, go ahead and save your game here. And now we're going to need to figure out where we're going to have dialogue. I think it's in the living room. I think so. Yeah, it looks like it. So as you can see, Fenrir is actually a very real threat. Alright, more dialogue. And it looks like we're due for even more dialogue after that. Okay. Kind of busy right now. Well, what are we supposed to do? Yeah, we know he's busy. Maybe it's requiring us to go to the shop first. Let's go to the shop first and then just back out. Let's see if that does anything. Come back later. Okay, well, I don't know why it says come back later. Let's go to the bar. Okay, so it looks like we were supposed to go to the bar. Alright, and I guess now we're gonna go back to the hideout and see if Sarabash has anything to say. He's still busy. Living room. Oh, here we are again. Alright, now let's hope that's the end of dialogue, for goodness sake. Oh my god, there's more. Alright, now we should be able to... Yes, we can actually go to the subway now. So after those initial upgrades and once we get through all of that actual dialogue, it's now finally time to do, I believe it is mission 17 or maybe 18. This game is really confusing with the way everything blends together. I mean, I'm following a guide myself for the actual game, but I mean, it just sort of throws you for a loop, when everything sort of blends together. It's a little less organized than the first Front Mission game, I've got to say, because at least in that one you could tell what mission you were doing next and what went into where, but it's like this one, everything is just sort of thrown together with the way the dialogue has been done. I mean, it's a really good game, don't get me wrong, but with the way the dialogue sort of just blends together, and it's not like, organized to the T for each mission, it kind of throws you off a bit. It's thrown me off a bit as I've been recording this for my channel. Alright, now, this would be a very good time to save your game in case you want to make any last-minute modifications. But if you have been following along and doing things as I have in this walkthrough, you should be ready to go. And it looks like this is in actuality mission 18, according to the guide. Let's see, mission 18, the destroyed Dhaka capital. But I have a great way to find out. If I save my game in the level, it's going to tell me. So that's another way to figure out where you are in the game. You just play a level and save, and then you'll actually know where you are and what you're doing. Alright, now we're going to set everybody up. So, for this particular mission, you're going to want to start over here. You're going to have Thomas, and you're going to have Rocky. And then, let's see, over here, I think what I'm going to do is put Cordy there, Malin there, and then we're going to start to have, like, the short and long-range troops. So, Sayuri's going to go there. Yeah, Lisa's going to go there. Griff, I'm sorry, not Grief, Griff. Griff is going to actually go right there. I'm going to put Pike here. And then I'll have just Ash. And then Roswell. And then we're going to have Joyce and Amia. And that's how we're going to run it. Another thing I gotta know is that the graphics on this game are really good for the remake compared to like its predecessor. But you know, its predecessor was still a really good game too. It was just, you know, older technology. Really good game overall. Anyway, let's figure out what actual mission we're on, and we're gonna save real quick here. So it looks like we are actually on mission 17, and then the one after this is going to be mission 18. So I'll be covering that one next, but I've also got to check in between if there's actually going to be, you know, more arena grinding we'll have to do. But anyway, that's for another video, another time. So we're going to get started here. What you want to do is move over to Thomas and then have him moving forward along with Rocky. You know, get Rocky saddled up right behind him. And let's see, Griff. You're going to want to get Griff like right over here. And let me see, what am I going to do with everybody else? Get Sayuri moving forward like right here. And then we're going to have Lisa, and since Pike can't move as far, we're going to stick him right here. He should be able to fire next turn if like the enemies get too close. And we're actually going to concentrate fire with our long range folks over here. And let's see, I've got Roswell and these guys are over this way. So I think what I'm going to do is just move Cordy and Malin over here to sort of draw them out a bit if I can. And move Malin right here. Gonna move Cordy right here. And as far as I can see for Roswell and Ash, let's sort of pre-position them over here. Alright, Amia's gonna go in first because she's short range. Roswell's gonna go here, so he's... Actually, no. Actually, wait, yeah, that is the way it's gonna work. So, get all of them moving over there, and that's gonna end our first turn. And the enemy's already starting to move towards us. Like, sometimes it's easier if you let them come to you, you know? And they seem to be already taking the bait. So I'm going to move over to Cordy. I'm going to select Cordy right here. I'm going to pull her back just a little bit. Just a little bit so, you know, they're not caught in that narrow alleyway, and the enemy's probably going to move forward. And let me think what I'm going to do here. I'm going to move Rocky right over this way. Oh, thanks for, you know, distracting me from what I was doing, you moron. That was completely unnecessary. Alright. Anyway, before that, you know, threw me off entirely. Gonna move Sayuri forward here. And she's gonna go at it with her T-95 machine gun. Now, this is an endgame machine gun. This is like one of the very last ones you get, aside from, I believe it's called the Opfer SV, or Opfer V, that you have to really just earn from capturing a high-level enemy Wanzer. And that's part of the whole surrender and capture thing, you know, whittling down their arms, their legs, and their, you know, their body HP. You gotta destroy the arms and legs and, you know, surround them with everybody. Well, that's, I already made a video on that ages ago, so hopefully you've been following along. Gonna move Lisa forward right there. And we're actually gonna move Pike right here. And Joyce. We're gonna move Joyce right here. Let's see if we can get some long-range action in for them. It's like these guys have already started to move forward. They're being drawn towards us. So we're actually gonna pull back, as I'm anticipating them to move towards us now. So I'm gonna move Ash over there and then have Roswell sit like right here. See if we can get like a pincer attack going. And I'm going to move Thomas back here. Since I know they're already baited, they're going to come for us. And I'm going to move Griff right here. So next turn, they should be able to just actively engage everybody if the enemy moves like I think they're going to. And it looks like they are. There's also, I think it's called a T-103 machine gun or something like that, but that one is shoulder mounted, so in the future there are other, you know, upgrades we're going to change around and add towards the end game. But this is mission 17. We're a little more than halfway done with the game right now, because there's only like 31 missions in total, and there's also, I believe, one more secret mission that I'm going to have to do. But that's going to come like way later in the game, once we actually get to the main capital, wherever that is. And of course Rocky's going to use the press stake. Hopefully he'll actually deal a good bit of damage. Hopefully. That's not bad. Could do better though, bro. Oh wait, he got the level damage level 1 perk. I was waiting on that one. And let me see. Let me check Rocky's skills real quick here. Let's see, while they're taking their turn. Let's see, for Rocky, his special skill, which I believe is unlocked at level 20 of the melee skill for unarmed, that's gonna put you at a skill called MG Blow, which is actually really, really good. But we haven't hit the necessary skill required for that, so obviously you want to make sure you're leveling up everyone as equally as possible. So Rocky's going to go ahead and punch this far guy right here. And level damage 1 triggered. He just took out an arm. Nice. Alright, and I don't see these guys moving forward really at all. Just gonna move Malin right over here. Why not? And then we're gonna have you use the Fire Owl rockets on this guy. Looks like she just blew off both of the dude's arms. So that's nice. Pike, are you in range of anybody? Yes, you are. You're gonna hit that far guy. Yeah, there was really no need for me to update the missile launchers because, you know, these are okay for now. Until I see one that's like actually better damage-wise, I'm not gonna bother upgrading it. Looks like those guys aren't really moving down at us from what I can see. Alright, so Yuri's gonna move around this side. Ash really hasn't done anything. We're waiting for the enemy to move down here. And there's a whole cluster of guys over there as well. We're just going to have Griff deal with this guy right here. And wow. Wow. Griff just totally kicked that guy's ass. Not a single solitary problem right there. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of XP for Thomas. Or maybe not. I guess I'll move Rocky up there. I don't know why Thomas missed. It's a real shame that he missed too. I mean, most of the time he hits stuff, but whatever. Nothing to do for these guys. We're just sitting and waiting for the enemy to make their move. And Roswell could use some XP. So let's actually move him like right here so he can start to use his missiles. Get him, Rocky. You need the XP, bro. Ooh, he actually punched you in the face. And you punched him back. Good job. Good job. Oh no, please don't. I was worried there. I was actually really worried there. You know, I thought the game was gonna like lock up or something. Oh my god. Well, first order of business, let's get rid of this annoying little jerk that, you know, tricked me into thinking the game was gonna lock up. Now we don't have to worry about that. Alright, now Joyce needs XP, so he's gonna fire rockets at this dude over here. Eight of them, actually. 8 per volley with the Finch. Not bad. Those were some decent hits he got in. Oh, he's going twice? Good hits, Joyce. Very good hits, actually. Let's see how the rest of everybody's doing XP-wise. Ash needs some XP very badly. I think what I might do is send Amiya a bit over to the right here to see if I can bait them forward. Because Ash is going to be, like, right there. And let's see. Griff needs XP. How's Rocky doing? Rocky's level 7, so let's have Griff finish off this guy, see if he can actually do that. Now, I was hoping he'd combo or something, but sadly he did not. Let's get Pike a little bit more XP since he's long range. Far target over there. Those are some good hits. Yeah, I'm happy with that. She unfortunately is out of range as far as her rockets are concerned, so let's move her up right here. And Sayuri, not much really left to do with Sayuri, and I don't want to waste the... Although I don't want to waste the machine gun ammo on this guy, we're just going to shoot him anyway to get him out of the way so she can move. I'm going to start taking her back up north. Yeah, I'm hoping Amiya being that close will bait them into moving. I'm just trying to play this smart. It looks like those guys aren't moving either. Let's move Malin right here, see if they'll take the bait. And move, let's see, what is Roswell got on him? I think he's got like an MKL and something else. Yeah, MKL 2 and a Finch rocket. So we're going to position Rocky, since he's got rockets, it's going to go, I mean, Roswell's got rockets, it's going to go like right here. He's going to sit there. And then we're going to leave Rocky where he's actually at. Let's see if people actually just move forward on us or not. See what kind of hit Rocky gets on this guy. He might get him. Never mind, he got him. I was hoping to get a little bit more XP on Griff right there, but that's not going to happen. At least not in that particular area. But we do have plenty of more targets moving on our left. I did not notice those guys earlier. That's another XP opportunity right there. I think I know what I'm going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and just start moving. Yeah, start moving Thomas. And I guess we'll move Malin over there too. I don't think they're going to be coming down anytime soon over there. Might as well get our melee folks some much needed XP. And I'll just stick Ash right here. Maybe they'll be baited into moving forward. We'll find out. Roswell's fine where he is. Amiya, I'll move her a tick up right there. And let's see, where would Sayuri be needed? I think Sayuri is going to be more needed up here towards these guys. So what I'm going to do is begin moving her north like I had originally intended. Start getting her going off that way. Let's get Griff down south. Right here. As far as Joyce is concerned, missiles. And you as well. Rockets. And that was okay. Would have been nice if the other two rockets hit. Well, it didn't happen. Even though we got the nice CPU and whatnot. Yeah, looks like they took the bait. She combos yours and you're going to be in so much trouble. And unfortunately she did not. But even though she didn't, because it's like a top tier MG, she did a lot of damage to that guy. And now they're coming for Ash too. Gonna use the bassoon so you guys can see its attack power. See? Awesome rifle. I think it does like 212 damage or something ridiculous, maybe higher than that. Gonna move Griff down here. Let's see, what am I gonna do about Malin and Cordy? I think what I'm gonna do with Malin and Cordy is I'm gonna move Malin down here. And then Cordy, I'm just gonna sort of have her stand idle, like right there. Maybe they'll approach her, maybe they won't. I don't know. If they do, I can move her along. If not, oh well. And it looks like they finally moved a lot closer. So let's see. Fire Owl. I can still use rockets. Yeah, why not? Get more long experience. Ah, 46 long XP. Oh well, we tried. Let's get more long XP in for Pike here. Joyce, give me Joyce. Wait, are you out of... Yeah, he's out of rockets. But he's got missiles, but like he's not far enough away to actually use them. So let's get Joyce moving down over here where he can actually use them, possibly within the next turn or two against that guy maybe. And we're gonna switch to Roswell. Finch rockets. Who are we gonna target? This guy. See if we can soften him up a bit for Ash over here. Pretty good hits. You know, it looks like we only missed once. She can actually move a bit forward to get around him. Why not? And Amiya just totally destroyed that guy. Side attack level 1. Side attack. Enemy evasion rate decreased by 10%. Attack power increased by 10%. That's actually a really good perk. But it's not the way I want to set her up. But still, if you want to put that into your skill configuration, you can. That's a good one. That's actually a really good one. And Ash just blew off both of their arms. Finally getting his short range skill leveled up. Still waiting on Hunter. Still waiting on Hunter. Let's see, Sayuri now. What's Sayuri gonna do? Oh. I think we're just gonna have Sayuri finish off this guy. Now, I was working on moving her up north there, but might as well get some extra short range XP while we can. 138, not bad. Ah, you finally took the bait. Unfortunately, she missed. Cordy, how could you miss? How could you miss? Like, seriously, how could you miss? Oh, well, anyway, down to business. See, now what we're going to move her upward. And then we're going to move Griff right here, and he's going to attack. I just kind of feel like Griff should be dealing more damage, but sadly he's not. And I'll let Malin hang out, like, right here. Let's see, how much more long-range ammunition do you have, Mr. Pike? What is your status? You got 2 more Ibis missiles. So yeah, we're going to start moving you up this way. Let's check on Lisa. What are you doing, Lisa? See, you've got... all you've got is anti-air missiles left, so might as well have you finish off this guy. Just, you know, why waste the ammo? He's got 21 HP left. Just punch him. There you go. And Roswell, you're going to hit him with the Finch rockets. Only missed once. Nice job. And Joyce, what are you looking at? You got 2 Ibis missiles. Alright, so we're going to start moving our guys this way. And Thomas is just really standing idle at the moment. Let's see, what can I have Thomas do? Thomas can go ahead and punch this guy. Took out an arm. Good job. Would have been better if it was the machine gun arm, but, you know, whatever. It's not bad. Looks like we can't attack because he blew off the press stake arm. That sucks. No use wasting the bassoon when they're low on HP, so we're just going to use the alchemy rifle. Good hit. Very nice. She took out both that enemy's arms right there. 124 XP. Well done, Cordy. Well done, Cordy. Now let's see. And Ami is the only one we got left to move. So let's go ahead and get her up on the enemy's flank. Like right here. Yeah, Rocky's in trouble. Rocky's about to be, like, useless. Just about, anyway. Because there's really not much anything left he's going to be able to do. Because, like, his arm's about to get blown off. And Thomas just obliterated that guy. I mean, what more could you ask for? 293 XP right like that from punching somebody in the face. past. Fuck the past. I don't have time for that shit. Let's see. Alright. Well, since Thomas is the closest one, let's go ahead and have him attack this nasty little truck. And it's free XP and he missed, you know. I don't get it. Whatever. And she got him. Should be a fair bit of XP for Cordy there. 191 critical got leveled up to levels 3. That's another reason why you need to understand what skills you want, because the more you use them, the more they're going to level up. Anyway, Tennyson Suri up north, and I think, let's see, all she's got left is anti-air missiles. And I don't think they're going to need some help over here, but just in case, I'm going to move Lisa this way in case she's got to support these dudes over here. Rocky's about done for, so let's start moving him back. And let's see, that guy's got flamethrower. Now he's going to have to come and get us if he's going to attack any of us over here at all. Let's get Ash moving up. And let's see, what's Rocky? No, Roswell status. What's your status? You are out of your rockets, and all you have left is anti-air missiles, so you are now short range. You are now the short range helper for Ash. And what I'm going to do right here, I don't know why that enemy is like not engaging me. They're just standing there, doing nothing. So I'm going to move her around the back end here, and she's going to start shooting at this guy. Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, and that's not even counting the other arm switch for the switch skill. 360 XP for Amiya. She made it look easy. Yeah, like she's like, I think she might be the best short-range character in the game, but Sayuri is also really good. But I just feel like Amiya excels with machine guns and, you know, the proper skills. I just feel like she does a really good job. And Rocky's about dead. Yeah, Rocky's not going to make it much longer. That was really weird. Like, why would it do that? Great job, Thomas. You took down that guy all by yourself, man. And we just unlocked Stun Punch. Now, Stun Punch, in case you didn't know, that's basically the old stun skill from the first game. And as much as I would love to use that, before it's even effective, you have to level it up. I'd rather have Heat Blow, you know, to change the damage to Fire and Impact instead of, you know, something else. So. And it's at your own discretion, but the stun skill is not worth it until you level it up. Let's see if we can get a little bit more XP off of Rocky before his arm gets destroyed here. And never mind. Rocky is a goner. There is nothing more he could have done, because since the enemy went first there, he didn't even get the chance to get any more melee XP. Let's see. Why does it say she... Oh, that's right. She's right next to him. Let's go ahead and give him the machine gun. Unfortunately, he blocked it. Hate when that happens. Let's try and get Griff some free XP for this truck. Griff can just finish the truck, you know. I'm not worried about Griff. He's been having like a hard time leveling up though. I don't know why. It's just like it's hard to get him going. He did get a very nice perk though, level damage level 1. I'm going to replace first with that because that's going to be a lot more important than just going first. So, silver lining. At least we're getting some progress. Joyce. What is Joyce's status? It's like you need a bit of short XP and some more long XP, bro. So let's just brazenly move him up here. And have Cordy sitting like right next to him. And with the way the map is, what we're going to do is have Pike and actually we're going to backtrack Roswell, and we're going to have Sierra. We're going to have those guys start moving left. And for right now, we're just going to idle right there and see if that big nasty spider thing moves towards us. And it looks like Rocky might actually get destroyed. Yep. Yep. Rocky's mech got destroyed today. So, nothing more to be done about that. I'll be able to get Joyce some much needed short XP. Which will be good for him, you know, it'll be good. We're going to need to start moving our guys up and around from the looks of it. But if we go that way, it's going to be too far. So we're going to start withdrawing and moving everybody more towards the center. Let's see, Ash. What are we going to do for Ash? Let's move Ash right here. He needs some XP. And I get her more XP right here. More short range on Miss Lisa. Not quite leveled up, but close. Get Joyce some more short range XP. If we can actually hit him and it's not blocked. Like, this is getting really frustrating. It's like the second time he's blocked. Or second time, you know, we've had an enemy that's blocked us. Let's have Malin finish this guy off. If I got nothing to say. Like, I unbelievable. You're just gonna see if you can block it, because Joyce is who we need the XP on. You're good where you're at right now, Cordy. Alright, now we're going to have Ash and Amiya start to gang up on this guy. Let's get Amiya right there. Let's get Ash right over here. Make sure you're using the bassoon. If our left arm gets destroyed, we're not going to be able to use the bassoon anymore. Cutting it close, man. Cutting it real close. Alright, so now let's try yet again with Joyce. You know, let's try this again. Very nicely done, Joyce. Very nicely done. Alright. Feint, best position. We're going to replace Lucky with Critical, because Critical is actually better than Lucky. And I'm going to keep moving everybody up towards the center here. We're just going to have Malin deal with that annoying little Humvee that's just sort of chilling in there. We're gonna deal with that. She just got critical level 2. Dash is useless. No reason to get excited about Dash. I think it's going to be faster this way. Oh, we are so lucky he did not hit our left arm. Let's see if we can get a little bit more XP out of Ash up here. Can he do it? Come on, hit the body. Hit the body. Damn it. Well, there went our left arm, so there goes the bassoon. Can't use that anymore. At least we leveled up short range enough to get another skill. So that's at least a silver lining. And now we're going to have Amiya finish off this big, fat, angry enemy. Yeah, that's a repairman in the back, in case you didn't know. Anyway, what we're going to do now is go ahead and switch over to Malin, and he's going to get rid of this really annoying Jeep. That's just free melee XP right there. Yeah, effortless. Like, couple honor, free melee XP, not a problem. And now what we're going to actually do is, let's see, what should we do with Cordy? Looks like they're all moving down the central area. Let's just get everybody in a centralized area. Let's just start moving everybody up and forward. Stick Amiya right there. Let's see, Malin. Well, they're moving kind of slow up there. I might as well get him moving forward this way, see if he can get around behind them. But I kind of doubt he'll make it there in time, because our guys up north here might actually destroy them before he can really do anything. But we'll see. Now let's pull them back. Let's pull Amiya back a little bit. Let's move Cordy right here. Move Griff up. Joyce over here. Ash can go way back. Ash is about done for, really. Ash is about to die. Like, seriously. I don't think Joyce has any long range. Oh, maybe he does. Does he? Oh, he does have missiles. Okay, fire on that guy. You know, this is a really long mission, too. I'm like, I'll edit this really well from, like, just how long the video is, but I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder if there's two parts to this, or if it's just like, you know, this section and then we're done. Oh, it's like we just unlocked a fair amount of skills, really. Let me see what we're actually gonna do here. That's a cubby hole. I don't think. Actually, no. Maybe Griff can move in behind them. Maybe. Let's get him moving that way anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Ash can just stay far, far away back there. Let's use the last missile we have for Joyce on this gunner. And Amiya. We're going to start sending Amiya around the back. Let's see, Thomas. What are we going to do with Thomas? We're just going to have him punch this guy. Right in the face. Game, set, and match. You're done. 300 XP, no problem. And Malin is still... I don't think Malin's gonna make it over there. He can just stay there. Like, I don't think he's gonna even make it in time by the time we destroy these guys. And I don't think Lisa has any... Nah, she doesn't have any long-range stuff left. So, machine gun. Roswell, let's see, Cordy. Cordy needs some XP. Why don't you go ahead and punch this guy? Oh, we got lucky there. I thought he was going to destroy our attacking arm. And then she goes ahead and knocks one of his out. See, Pike Roswell needs some XP, so Mr. Roswell, go ahead and use your shotgun on the tank. And this is the Covet shotgun, mind you. It's probably the first time you're seeing it in action. As you can see, it's really powerful. And he comboed twice. Dead tank. $222 XP like that. Made it look easy. And seeing as how she's already here and just standing there, just go ahead and machine gun him. See, Pike, what do you got left in you? You got 2 long-range missile attacks left in you, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and use those missiles up for Pike. I don't think Roswell has any left. Nah, Roswell's are done. Last round of missiles for Pike. Let's see. Roswell, what do you got? Yeah, the shotgun. See, I think you need some more XP though, don't you? You're doing all right. Well, I think Lisa might actually need it a bit more. Let me check real quick. Actually, Griff does. Let's move Griff up. Let's have Griff start battering that guy next turn. And Thomas. There's really not much we can do with Thomas right there. Not much we can do with Malin. And Lisa's at a long ranged. Yeah, everybody's just sort of in, I guess, a holding pattern right now until the game's over with these 2 morons right here. Let's see, Joyce. What about Joyce? Let me check Joyce. So he's got no more long-range attacks. And he needs a bit more short XP. I'm going to move him up near Griff. So they can sort of tag team next turn, I guess. Or the turn after, you know, or the turn after. And that really didn't do anything. Like, damn, dude. This end turn. And he totally missed us. And then he hit us really hard. Oh, I guess that's it for this turn. Because I'm trying to get Griffin Cordy more XP right now. Let's do the right arm. We're low on HP on both arms, so it's not gonna matter. Wow, he just completely destroyed Griff. Never mind. All right, well, let's get Cordy around the back then. Where's Cordy? And who else needs XP very badly? Looks like Joyce. Looks like Joyce needs it the most. So let's go ahead and get Joyce in here with the T95 machine gun. Like, obviously Joyce is long range, but I mean, you gotta level up his short range too, because I think once it gets a skill called Hunting, it works for short and long range, so you kind of got to have them both. Ah, damn, we didn't get to destroy their repairman. I guess Cordy's going to be priority for XP next game, along with Joyce. And you'll notice that that particular mission took a very long time. And that was mission 17. And now we're finally in Dhaka, the capital, it looks like. But as you can see, it looks like it's already going to throw us into another mission. And that next mission on the next video is going to be mission 18. Anyway, at this point, save your game. And I will see you on the next video.